Hey everyone, this is Fabio and welcome back and Happy New Year. This is my first video of the year and back from the Christmas holidays, and I decided to talk about something that I read like a week ago or something during my vacations, and it's about Breath of Fire 6. As you know, I am a hardcore, old school, I want to add, Breath of Fire fan, and since the announcement of Breath of Fire 6, I've been waiting for news regarding this game that so far, let's just say, has been controversial. I mean, you all know what happened. I mean, after Dragon Quarter, like something like 11 years passed, and back in August of last year, Capcom finally announced the development of the sixth Breath of Fire game um, that will be a multiplayer only RPG on tablet, iOS, Android, so mobile systems, and so far only in Japan. So a lot of bad news. And on top of that, I will add the game will not feature neither Ryu nor Mina, so the main characters of all the games. And to me, this is one of the worst uh, feature of this game. You cannot have a Breath of Fire game without Ryu and Nina. So since then, in August, I've been waiting and waiting for any news regarding this game. Anything at all, from cancellation of this crazy idea to news regarding the development of this project. And finally, like from 10 days, a week ago, as I was saying, I received and read a news regarding the game, the first one since its announcement. And I have a lot to say about it. So let's just start at this. We have finally, actually, it's interesting that the first thing that I read is we have a title for this game. It's not only Breath of Fire 6, but it's also called Guardians of the White Dragon. So, well, it sounds like a nice title. I don't have much to say about it. It sounds good. Mm, and we have the first informations regarding the story and some of the characters of the game. So, something interesting, of course. Um, from what I read, it looks like this game will be much connected with the first one. So let's just start from the beginning. Capcom's announced that this game will take place in the world of Breath of Fire 1. It announced that we'll see the Dragon Clan and the Wind Clan fighting against the Black Dragon Clan. So, like, going back in time of I don't know how many generations, because already between Breath of Fire 1 and 2, there's a big time gap. I mean, like centuries, if I remember well. I haven't played them in a while, but so again, I think there's nothing wrong with this. By the way, I'm saying it's okay to. It's an interesting way to explore more the Breath of Fire world that I always find fascinating, because you can interact more with its races and clans, like um, the Wolf Clan, the Grasshoppers, how they called the Wartons, my favorite, the Tiger Clan, the Dragon Clan, of course, the Wind Clan from Windia, and all the various races of the Breath of Fire world. And that's good, nothing against that. But um, as I will notice much more during the video, I think that for every news regarding Breath of Fire 6, there's good news and weird news. So the good news, I think that, as I said, we'll have more inside of the Breath of Fire world, and that's cool. But again, weird news. This game is called Breath of Fire 6, supposed to be a new game. And since the beginning, I always thought that the way this game is developed, so with this multiplayer customization and whatever, and now with the connection with the first game, it looks like more and more like a side game. So again, I think the title is wrong. It's not supposed to be called Breath of Fire 6, but Breath of Fire, again, Guardians of the White Dragon, but without 6, because it sounds more like a side game to me. I don't know what to think. I mean, it's good and weird at the same time. Another good news. I think that Capcom actually listened to the fans for once because, as I told you before, Rio and Nina were cancelled from this game, so our protagonist will not be part of it. Actually, it looks like Capcom have like mm, changed its mind, and in Nina will be part of the game, will be one of the main characters, and that's awesome. We'll not have Ryu, but we have Nina. I'm very glad for it, of course. I love Nina. She's one of my favorite female characters of all time. And I think that without her, it's not a real Breath of Fire game. But here's the weird thing. I mean, yes, we have Nina, but what is the main characteristic of Nina? Her wings. Apparently, in this game, she will not have her wings all the time, like in all the other games. Even in Dragon Quarter, she kind of has wings, if I remember. I haven't played it, but without wings, is she really Nina? I think that's so weird. I cannot imagine her without her wings. For example, one of the best things in Breath of Fire 2, which is one of my favorite in the entire series, all the story connected with her wings is so amazing and so well done. The black wings, that were so cool. And now you're telling me that Nina has no wings. That is so weird. I mean, it's everything's upside down. What are they thinking? But anyways, um, at least we'll have Nina, and that's a great thing. Could it be that she's actually the same Nina from Breath of Fire 1? Maybe, since if the story actually takes place in the Breath of Fire 1 universe, it should be. We'll see. They didn't. I haven't read anything about that, but I think it's an interesting point because if it's the same Nina of Breath of Fire 1, it could be interesting connection with all the facts in the first game, if you remember, like the time travel and whatever. But we'll see if there will be more news about the Nina in Breath of Fire 6. Regarding Ryu, there's no hope to have him, of course. Our hero is probably cancelled from this game, but we have news regarding the main character of the game, the protagonist. So I believe that they decided to go with customization, so you can create your characters that is actually a member of the dragon tribe and can actually morph into a dragon. That it's the main characteristic and the coolest thing of the game. And it was the main feature of Ryu, the possibility to transform into a dragon. So that will be in the game, because if you even cancel the dragon transformation, you're, I don't know, you are making like a capital sin against the Breath of Fire franchise. So we'll have a, a main character that can actually morph into a dragon, and apparently, among the various looks, faces, and everything that you can give to these main characters, also something similar to Ryu. So they probably say, well, that's something that you can use something similar to Ryu. I think that's a really weird idea to have with. But if you're just making Ryu again, it would be like playing Breath of Fire 1 again. There would be nothing wrong with it, for example. Just make a cool remake of the first game. That deserves it, I think. Um, then we'll have more new characters. Apparently, there's a new female character named Peridot. Um, there aren't many information about her, mainly that she has green hair, she's a nomad, and she will rescue the main character at the beginning of the story, so they will probably have a connection. Maybe she will become a love interest for the main character alongside Nina, like in Breath of Fire 2, where's the sort of rivalry between Kat and Nina. We'll see. There's not much about her yet, but we have at least three main characters. Plus, there will be AI-controlled characters, so more party members that will be um, from the races of Breath of Fire War, from the other clans. So I hope there will be the Warrens, of course, and the dog-like peoples, and maybe it would be cool to have also the people from Breath of Fire 3, like Gar, if you remember. It looks, oh, I always thought of him like a sort of griffin man. It's so cool. But we'll see. We don't have many information about um, party members and other characters. but at least we have the main characters for the game for now. Um, Another important news that they gave to the game, it's regarding combat. So, and that's to me was the main problem with Dragon Quarter, but that's for another story, another video. Apparently, Capcom promised that combat will be fast-paced, simplified, and focus on time-based attack. So it looks like they finally going back on the right tracks. So it sounds like turn-based classic RPG. That's a good news, of course. That's a great news because I think that combat was one of the most um, wrong thing that they did in Dragon Quarter. But again, that's another story. Don't We'll not talk about that. Also, finally, final news that they gave about this game is that they confirmed that the town building minigame feature that it's present in almost all the games since number 2 will be back. So you will be building towns, um, develop them, interact with the people. And well, that's a feature that it's in every Breath of Fire game, even though I don't remember from all of them. Like I know in Breath of Fire 2, your main town it's actually started as your hideout, then it's progressively becomes a town, and it even becomes like a flying town. That was really cool. I don't remember in Breath of Fire 3, I have to say, when you build a town and whatever, but I haven't played the game in a while. In Breath of Fire 4, I remember that you can build the town for the fairies. That was fun. And I admit I don't know in Dragon Quarter since I've played the game for like 2 hours and a half so far. So I have no idea if later in the game you can actually build a town. But there will be this feature in the game. So here you go. These are all the news that I can gather regarding Breath of Fire 6. And as I told you, there is a lot to say about this. So I kept the best for later. So the game so far is still multiplayer on mobile systems only. So Android, tablet, whatever. And that's still bad news. I mean, I don't like this idea. But maybe it's just me. As I told you, I'm an old school Breath of Fire fan. To me, Breath of Fire is supposed to be on console, and that's what I really hope that Capcom actually listen to us, or at least to me. Apart from me, I hope that all the fans, just like me, will insist and make clear to Capcom that we want this game on console. Make it on the Wii U, on the PS4, Xbox One, PS3, DS, Vita, but not on tablets, not on Android. I mean, bring the game on consoles. That would be good for the game. I mean, if it's well done, because I also saw some pictures and images of the game. It looks good, like in terms of graphics. Then we'll see like sounds and music, since it's very important to me. But it looks like a nice game. It's very anime style, really, really JRPG as it should be, and that's a great thing. And nothing to complain about it. But please, Capcom, bring this game on consoles. Don't be stupid. Don't make such a, I think, big mistake. Maybe iOS, Android, and stuff like that is very popular in Japan, and so far the game is Japan only. That's true. But if you want to release the game also in the West, in both North America and maybe in Europe, if you want, release it on consoles, at least portable. I mean, just make it on the PS Vita, 3DS, whatever. It would be amazing to have it on the Wii U and the others, but at least on normal consoles. Don't make it on the tablets and whatever. I think that would be a really bad mistake. On consoles and stuff, I think that Breath of Fire can actually benefit from such a decision. But on the other way, maybe, I don't know, let's just hope that they decide to change their mind about this. I'm still not sure about the main idea of the game to be multiplayer only. To me, it should be single player with the multiplayer option. But again, that's just me, and to me, Breath of Fire should be a single-player turn-based RPG, nothing more. But again, I'm an old school and old guy, so what can I say? That's how I should make the game. I will make the game, but so please, Capcom, just change something because so far it's starting to look interesting. I mean, there are some good news, but some weird aspects about it, like Nina with no wings. I found that really, really weird and wrong, but that's just me. Um, and also the fact that it really, really looks like a side game, but in all your wisdom, Capcom, please, please don't make some stupid mistake because so far it looks okay. There are some weird things and to me some bad things, but it doesn't look as shitty as it looked before when it was announced. I was really, really against the idea. Now it could be okay, but you really needed to change something. That is all I want to say. Make this game on consoles with single player option. I think that would be a little better for the game. I, that is all I have to say about it. I hope you find this interesting, that you like it, and sorry if this video is going much longer than expected, but since I am such a big Breath of Fire fan, I really, really wanted to share my opinions about and my feelings about the news regarding this Breath of Fire 6. So, like always, leave video responses, comments, let me know what you think about this news. Um, I will leave below some information about the website where I found this information, so you can also have a look to the images because it looks like a good game, like graphic wise. I mean, it's very anime style. Maybe not everyone will like that, but to me, as a big anime fan, that's not a bad thing. So, like always, guys, thanks for watching and take care.